When we started catching waves, he would walk up to the nose, hang out there like he was hanging 10.
Jumps from the board in the water. If I am in the water, he just come to me and then swim back to the board.
Hokulea loves what Hawaii has to offer. He's just enjoying the surroundings and enjoying the motion of the ocean as we are too. Even when we'd be in the shower, he'd get curious and want to jump in the shower with us. And didn't seem to mind any water or splashes, and he just wanted to be close to us. We noticed that he would just go outside, even if it was pouring out rain, and come in soaking wet.
We were kind of amazed to see this behavior from a cat.
So that's when we decided, hey, we have a lot in common. Maybe he likes the beach too. So we had to find a beach that was virtually empty, nice calm water, got him to the water's edge, and he warmed right up to it. And then we saw that he could naturally swim well. I had my surfboard there, so I placed him on the board and I paddled out to the small waves and just caught a wave at first laying down. And he seemed to enjoy the ride. From there, we slowly got him more comfortable and eased him into it. So I wanted to build a little home for him that he could feel safe. After he graduated from the boogie bed, he definitely got more comfortable on the board. He started walking up and down and jumping in on the water on his own.
He knows what he can do now. So he's getting kind of cocky sometimes, and he's very fast. It's almost faster than me when he swims. So since he doesn't mind the water, probably was the perfect place for him to be.
It's such a joy working with working dogs, working animals, horses, dogs. Look at this agility dog, just in such sync with its owner, doing and following a common cause and goal. It's a real blessing.
The last dog to go in this exciting 16-inch class is Pink, the Border Collie, handled by Jennifer Crank from Pickerington, Ohio.
Come here, get it. Come, sit, stay, stay. Okay. Go. Get it.
Jennifer making sure Pink's in that contact zone. Jennifer's up ahead right there. Look at Pink fly!
You can't stay ahead of Pink for too long.
Stay, good job. Look at the extension Pink is doing on these jumps, just beautiful. Nice extension all the way around.
Pink's ahead of the pace. Through the weak pulls.
Just stay smooth and clean.
Phenomenal job. And Pink will win it. By 2 seconds.
That was just sheer beauty.
Guys, it's time to talk some strategy. Who are you becoming? If nothing changes, nothing changes. Who do you want to become one day? What business you want to be in? Take action. Take action every day, or do one small thing every day. Learn one new thing every day, taking you step for step in that direction. Plant seeds every day, which can become a tree in whatever way you want to grow or who you want to become. Look at this guy who does, I think he does also maybe helicopter tourism, where he flies to remote places on beaches and along the shore, fishing and diving and experiencing nature. Turn your passions into a job.
Welcome to a helicopter catch and cook. That's the one I've been looking for. Let's get back to the chopper. We're going to explore along this rugged, remote coastline, bringing you guys with us. Let's let it go. As we moved further down the coastline, it started to open up. Beautiful white sandy beaches, blue water, and the chopper pilot said to me, anywhere along here we can land. All the gear's in these cages on the side of the chopper. I will give you a little bit of a tour of the chopper a bit later on in the video, so hang around for that. But for now, I need to get in the water because I'm absolutely so excited. This is what I live for, exploring untouched remote ground. So in the carry bag, I've got all my dive gear. lifted some little sticks there. We bring a bit of wood of our own because we're trying to minimize how much we take from around the beaches and the land and stuff. So after this, for the next few days, we've heard of some rumours of the most crystal clear, beautiful water in a remote lake on a salt pan, and there's so much else to explore along the way.
By 2050, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations predicts that the world's population will reach 9.1 billion people. This is 34% more than it is today. To eliminate mass hunger, food supplies must grow at a faster pace, and world food production must increase by 70%. Current methods of fish farming will not be able to meet the global demand for fish safely and sustainably. In this video, we will tell you how the new largest and most complex fish farm in the world works, and whether similar technologies are able to provide us with food in the future. The World Wildlife Fund estimates that 53% of the fishing grounds are fully developed, and the global fleet of fishing vessels is 2 to 3 times higher than the sustainable state of the world's seas and oceans. If we do not cut back fishing in the very near future, then all types of wild commercial fish could disappear by the middle of the century. More intensive development of fish farms and the construction of new aquaculture facilities can be an effective solution to this problem. More than half of the fish that can now be found on supermarket shelves already come from fish farms. The development of aquaculture on the high seas and the creation of so-called offshore fish farms 3 or more miles from the coastline, where water circulation and local ecosystems are more resilient, will help to avoid these problems. Notable successes in this direction have been achieved by the Norwegian fishermen from the SalMar ASA company, with the support of China Shipbuilding Industry Corp or CSIC, the largest state-owned shipbuilding company in China. The Norwegians have ordered 6 Ocean Farm 1 marine fish farms for salmon farming. The farms are designed on the same principle as the semi-submersible rigs used in the offshore oil and gas drilling sector. The first plant was built in 2017 in China. It took 11 weeks to transport the giant floating Ocean Farm 1 from China's Shandong province to Norway's Frøyfjord. The project is intended not only to modernize salmon farming but also to significantly increase fish production in Norway, which is not accidentally called the world's center of fish farming. Fish annually brings $8 billion to the country's economy, which is equivalent to 8% of all exports. Unlike traditional fish farms, Ocean Farm 1 fish farm encompasses the most advanced technologies, including automatic fishing, hydrological monitoring, deep-sea positioning, and biological lighting control systems. The new type of fish farm is a semi-submersible rigid structure about 110 meters wide and 67 meters high, with tension leg mooring. The facility is intended for installation in the open sea at a depth of 100 to 300 meters. All fish processing operations can be carried out on board without the need for external service vessels or equipment. The offshore fish farm is designed for 25 years of operation and is capable of breeding up to 1.5 million fish per year. It requires only 3 to 7 employees to operate, and the fish survival rate is over 98%. The health of the fish at the enterprise is monitored by a laboratory, whose specialists analyze data from sensors and make timely decisions. One of these problems, which the SalMar ASA company faced almost immediately after the installation of the first farm, was the so-called sea lice, crustaceans that parasitize the skin of salmon and feed on the integument of the host's body. Based on the data received from the IoT sensors, specialists promptly eliminated this problem by releasing 21,500 cleaner fish into the water. The experience of building and operating of the Ocean Farm 1 has led to even better and more cost-effective solutions. Through systematic and careful planning, the structure has been further refined in the new version of the Ocean Farm 2. Estimated construction time and costs have been reduced and capacity has been increased. To implement this project, the team has already initiated negotiations with shipyards in Norway and abroad, which may become potential construction sites. The further advancement of this project means that on a global scale, humanity has hope for a hunger-free future.
Guys, this is just a quick introduction into investing. So we take this company that this video clip is currently talking about, and with my investment software, I show you the key attributes I'm looking at and what I first look at before start considering investment. So this is a real nice introduction to investing for you guys. Just to give you a quick indication and idea of investing analysis, we take this company. Here it is that we've been looking at, and how I'd analyze this company to see if we could buy the shares. First, I'd go to 5-year stock price, because I don't want to be buying something where the share price is going down the whole time. So you can see from 200 here, it's going up almost to 1,000. So yeah, this company in 5 years has been growing like almost 100% a year, which is fantastic. Then I'd like to go to future financials and predictions for the future. So you can see here 2023. Over here, I want something where the sales is going up. As you can see there, sales is in the black, is going nicely up. Then we got operating profit and profit, which is going up over time and for next year, because we get paid for profit growth for the future, not for the past. As you can see, the dividends also here is being are growing, dividend per share. Obviously COVID time is a bit tough, but here it's 25.1, so it's growing nicely. And then I love looking at return on assets. At the bottom here, I like a company with at least higher than 10% return on assets. They're using a bit of debt. As you can see there in the orange is the debt they're using, but solid companies, that's okay, they can use a bit of debt. Then I'd like to look what the analysts say. So as you can see here, there are a number of analysts. The little purple line is how the analysts are saying valuing the stock price, and that's going up and up. And the black line is the actual stock price going up and up. A lot of analysts saying hold the stock, so that's good, and one saying buy the stock. So yes, it looks good. One last thing I like to do is compare it to its competition. So we'll look at a sector chart over 5 years. So it must be long-term, not short-term trading. You can see here it is in the black line, outpacing beautifully over 5 years, like 300% or what its peers. These other companies, because people will pay your invoices based on how much better and well priced and the services you give compared to your competition. If your competition's better than you, they're going to phone them up. Guys, work for people that inspire you. Get friends that inspire you. Associate with people that uplift you, that energize you. They don't sap you with energy and always talking about their problems and negativity, but are talking about their dreams and their future. Look at this old gentleman singing Flower of Scotland, the national anthem of Scotland, the energy and pride they have for their nation.
The Flower of Scotland.
Guys, a big part of happiness is linking up with people who see life the same as you, who love what you do, who love to do what you do. Look at these soccer players, tennis players, sports people. They've linked up with people who love what they do. That is so important.
Who has won the European Championship for Portugal? Their Heartakers hosts 12 years ago.
Oh, it's wide. Chen Long, the two-time world champion, becomes the Olympic champion. 21-18, 21-18. What a performance.
Guys, you build stadiums, you make me nervous, you make me go out and practice. I love you guys. Thank you.
Look at this Olympic athlete where she was injured and her quest for Olympic gold. Her ankle or foot was sore, I don't know which one, but her coach motivated her and told her, you can, fight through the pain, you can do it. Find people that uplift you, that encourage you, that energize you.
Take it out, take it out.
And then find something bigger than yourself to live for. A great goal, doing it for your family, doing it for your country. And then infinitely number one, doing it for the kingdom of God. You must work and spend your life in a project that is bigger than yourself. Bigger than money, bigger than your own kingdom that you want to build. Build it for the kingdom of God. Look at this weightlifter lifting this incredible weight in, I think he won Olympic gold, for his wife that passed away. He is doing something for a bigger purpose, running a goal and striving for something that is far bigger than him. I think working to find the right heroes is so important, and teaching your children to find the right heroes. To find heroes that gave their lives and their effort for God and God's purposes is so important, and teaching this to one's children. Guys, look at this video clip that comes out of the movie about William Wilberforce, who worked his whole life to end slavery and the slave trade. Work for something bigger, something greater. This man was a deep Christian and who fought for Christian values and God's ways. Work and dedicate your life to a great project for God's kingdom and to help and uplift mankind.
Order! Order! On the Home and Foreign Slave Trade Act, The unamended bill calling for the abolition of the slave trade throughout the entire British Empire.
Noes to the left, 16. Ayes to the right, 283.
I declare the bill of abolition of the slave trade to be passed.
Noblesse oblige.
What does that mean?
It means my nobility obliges me to recognize the virtue of an exceptional commoner.
When people speak of great men, they think of men like Napoleon, men of violence. Rarely do they think of peaceful men. But contrast the reception they will receive when they return home from their battles. Napoleon will arrive in pomp and in power, a man who's achieved the very summit of earthly ambition. And yet his dreams will be haunted by the oppressions of war. William Wilberforce, however, will return to his family, lay his head on his pillow, and remember, the slave trade is no more.
And remember, being an instrument for good, being an instrument for God's kingdom, for changing lives, for uplifting people, for energizing people, for giving people hope, isn't one big jump, but it's bit by bit, day for day, word for word, even in the smallest things. I saw this beautiful ship sailing across the sea, and I know of a lady that is a friend of our family that sails ships, and I sent her this WhatsApp thinking about you. Even in small WhatsApps, even in words, the smallest word, the smallest kind action can change lives. Start small and start today.